Hey everyone, Joe here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about real estate and how to get into real estate with no money, and this will work for anybody. Now, I know that sounds super clickbaity, but this is entirely true, and this is exactly what I would tell myself or a family member or friend who is looking to get into real estate for the first time. So, I'm going to give you 3 easy steps that you can do that anybody can do. So, whether you're a 16-year-old kid or whether you're a 55 and you're looking just to add a little something to retire early. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you need to kind of determine an asset class or something about real estate that you want to pursue. So whether this is something like wholesaling or flipping, or whether you want to do more of like a rental game where it's like single families, small multifamilies, apartments, or if you want to go commercial. So kind of figure out, like, do a little bit of research on YouTube, read a book or two, or listen to some podcasts, and kind of figure out which one of those you kind of gravitate towards more than not. There's advantages to both, but that's kind of puts you in the right direction. Now, here's the 3 things. First, the first thing I want you to do is to find a local REIA, R-E-I-A, REIA, Real Estate Investor Association. Now, you can go to, you can probably find it on Google, but you can go to Facebook, Instagram, biggerpockets.com, go into the search bar, and you can search your city, and it'll pop up local REIA, and you can contact them, or it'll just say right on their page when they meet. Most of them are going to meet once a month. It'll either be free. If it's your first time, it's usually free. Otherwise, it might be like $100 for a year. You should definitely do that. It's the best way to rub elbows with the people that you want to be working alongside down the road. Now, that's the second thing you're going to do is attend this REIA, and you're going to talk to these, other investors. There's going to be real estate agents there. There'll be contractors, plumbers, electricians, demolition people, all sorts of people that you need to be talking to and getting to know, so that way you have a network and a team around you when you actually need it and you're investing on your own. Now, the thing I want you to do at these REIAs is to get yourself a mentor, someone who's willing to help you out. So part of what you would do here is you're going to talk amongst people and you'll get to know them, and a lot of people will talk people up like, hey, this is a great person, you should really talk to him, sit down with him, have coffee, that type of thing. So let's say you want to focus on flipping, for example. You need to find a Frank the Flipper there who's been doing it for a long time or long enough, and they're really good at what they do. They're honest and they do good work. Right? If they shake your hand, they're going to follow through on what they say. That's super important. You don't want somebody who's just flashy, talks a big game, doesn't follow up at all. Get yourself someone who's reliable and does a good job. Usually if they've been doing it for a while, they're going to want to give back, and they're going to want to find someone like you. And if you're a little bit younger, you actually have a monster advantage here, because if you're like 20 years old, 21 years old, people want to help the young ones, because they're like, oh man, they see like everything in front of you, and they're going to be excited for you. Now, how you get into it with no money is that third part. Now, you need to provide value to Frank the Flipper. Frank probably needs something, so you could just ask him, Frank, what are you working on currently and how can I help? But what he's probably going to need is more deals, or more deals. So this is what you do. You got to pre-talk with Frank, and you got to say, hey, Frank, if I bring you properties, like, can I get a certain amount of money per property you close on? Or the better thing, and this is what I would push for here, can I get part of the deal? So let's say Frank is going to make, $20,000 on a flip. Frank, if I bring you a deal, can I get 10% of it, 25% of it, whatever you guys would want to negotiate and figure out. But I'll be honest, on your first one, I might shoot for little to nothing, like just $500 for the lead, $1,000. And here's the big thing that I would really push for just on the first one is just to follow along and learn as much as possible. That education is priceless. Now, if Frank's been flipping for 20 years, you're getting 20 years of experience. His time is probably worth $1,000 an hour. So if you spend 6-12 hours with him, you're getting all that value for free. Again, you can definitely negotiate. Like, Frank, let me get 10%. I'll bring you deals all day long. I'll be a bird dog for you and do a great job. But that's going to be how you can accrue a little bit of money or get in on deals. If it was with a buy and hold person, you might be able to get monthly kickouts because you have a percentage of a deal. So if you get a rental and you've got 20% of it because you brought them the deal, they're going to give you 20%, and that's just kicking off for you. Plus you got equity in the home. That's awesome. So here's what you do. To bring them deals, you're going to need a bird dog a little bit. In bigger pockets, they call this driving for dollars. So whether you drive, whether you walk, or if you're in a runner or something, you can run too. Hit the neighborhoods in your area that are desirable. And what I want you to do is find the worst house on the street. So this is what you would look for. You're going to look for homes that are a little bit distressed. They have garage doors that are dented, roof issues, old windows. They might have for sale by owner signs that aren't looking all that great or up to speed. Chipped paint, siding issues, maybe even like, I don't know, gutters that have stuff growing out of them. Anything that's looking like it's not being upkept and good, you're going to want to write down that property address. So let's say it's 123 Main Street. Write that down. Now, bonus points here. You can go to the county assessor and you can punch in 123 Main Street and it'll show up with who it'll give you who the owner is and the owner's mailing address. You would really impress Frank the Flipper if you brought all that information over to him. It makes his life really easy. He can plug it right in to his direct mailing campaign. He'll have his assistant give them a call, any of that type of thing. If that sounded confusing, you don't know anything about county assessors, DM me at duplex_Joe, and I will help you find that for your city, totally just to help out. So let's bring that value to Frank. That's the biggest part of this, right? Shake Frank's hand. If he's going to give you 10% of a deal just for you finding it, all you need to do is trade a little bit of your time trying to track that thing down. If you have any more questions or anything else, please reach out to me at Instagram or in the comments below, and I'll see if I can help you out. So to recap, the 3 things you need to do: 1, find a RIA. 2, attend that RIA and get to know people. And 3, once you have that mentor like Frank the Flipper, figure out how to bring them value and actually deliver it to them. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you following. Smash a like button if you're feeling frisky. Have a good day.